Let's bring in Sami Al-Arian. He directs the Centre for Islam and Global Affairs at the Istanbul Zaim University. Good to have you back with us, Sami. So Willem was just reporting on that stabbing attack in West Jerusalem. The Israelis are saying that it was a 15-year-old boy who perpetrated the attack and that they, in their words, neutralised him. That means they killed him. This is a 15-year-old boy. This comes off the back of the 13-year-old boy who was killed yesterday in those hours, also in occupied East Jerusalem. Why are children being killed with such regularity by the Israelis in these areas?
Well, targeting children has been a standard Israeli policy for a long, long time. Since even the founding of the state in 1948, they were targeting children in several massacres, including Deir Yassin, including pregnant women who had infants, who had babies in their tummies. But also, if you look at what's happening in West Bank since October 7th, there has been at least 71 fatalities. These are all children. And we've seen also 13,000 children in Gaza being totally massacred without any, anything that has to do with why they have been targeted. I mean, they really have no compunction about that. But also, if you look at Military Order 1651 in the West Bank, it says literally that they could arrest or they could target children as young as 12 or 13. They could go 6 months without trial in detention. And also 14 and 15 years old, they can go for 1 year. And if they throw stones, they could go for a whole 10-year sentence. I mean, this is the type of regime that the Palestinians are living under.
So if we put the age to one side for a moment, we heard in Berner's report there that the rules of engagement are that a warning is given. If that's not heeded, then the lower body is targeted with a shot. But these don't seem to be taking place. This 13-year-old boy was shot in the chest after throwing a firework.
I mean, we've seen Palestinians being killed without doing anything. Two brothers early in October, they were targeted by a sniper and they were killed. No one was held accountable. No one is being held accountable to whatever they do. So I'm not really surprised that no one really cares about the rules of engagement. What they do here is to try to instill fear in the hearts of Palestinians, particularly children, because they hate anybody who is willing to stand up or resist.
And we mentioned earlier, we were talking about the Palestinian Authority and Mahmoud Abbas and the way in which they run nominally the occupied West Bank. Can you tell us again a little bit more about their role in the security of this area?
Well, ever since the separation of Gaza and the West Bank, the Americans have been training Palestinian troops, basically, as security forces. And there is what's called the security coordination between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And the role of the security coordination police, the Palestinian police, is to make sure that the Palestinians will never resist, so that they are trying to be there, basically, to prevent any kind of resistance, even civil disobedience, such as demonstrations and others. And whenever the Israelis have incursions, and there has been at least 6,000 since the beginning of October 7th, they just disappear. They go away, they melt, until the Israelis are done with their operations by killing Palestinians, targeting Palestinians, arresting Palestinians. Over 7,300 have already been arrested since October 7th. Then they come back to make sure the Palestinians will never resist and that they will be pacified.
OK. Sami Al-Arian, we'll leave it there for this hour. Thanks very much for joining us again.